As far as water reduction measures go, the main thing that we have is a rainwater harvesting system. We're an outdoor event management company, so we've got a lot of outdoor equipment from quad bikes and Land Rovers that need to be cleaned on a regular basis. And rather than using mains water, we've set up a rainwater recycling system that harvests water from the roof, and we use that for cleaning the vehicles. And that's measured so we know exactly how much we're saving from taking from the mains.
In order to reduce our water consumption, we have set up a system within the site accommodation whereby we are capturing rainwater falling on the roof of the site accommodation, channeling it into a downpipe onto an onward storage tank, and then using that as grey water within toilet flushing.
The site's at least 50 acres, so it's a very large site, and we have a number of very large buildings on that, and most of the site is paved with concrete. So when it rains, we catch a huge amount of rainwater, and that all has to go somewhere. A few years ago, we had a specific problem where water which was leaving our site, which eventually got into a little stream, there was quite a lot of dust in that water, and we were under pressure to clean that water up. So what we did was we built a large settling tank. And then we realised we had a large source of grey water, which we effectively pump back to our factories and pump back up into our concrete mixers. So we're only using that grey water to make concrete, not, for example, to wash the machines and things, because there's a little bit of sediment and dust in it.
What actually happens is when the rain falls, our yard is all directed into gullies, and that in a way seeps underneath the ground, raises the water table, and then in turn that water makes its way all back into our holding tanks here. From our filter tanks across here, the clean water then is pumped across into this tank here, as you can see behind us. This tank here has capacity for 20,000 litres, and that then will be sufficient to run all our three machines there for about a couple of days.
Obviously we've got plenty of water on this farm during the winter, but we do use a lot of water in the polytunnels that we've put up. So the demand for water in the summer has gone up on the farm, and the last thing we want to be doing is paying for mains water or using mains water when there's plenty of water that falls on the farm during the year. So this tank here is one of a network of old storage tanks that were put in on the farm when it was part of a bigger estate, and some of these tanks actually supply other farms in the area. But we've added to the system here by putting in rainwater harvesting off the new cattle shed. So we've got an extra buffer tank there to run another 10,000 litres. So if we do get a dry spell, we're not going to run out of water to run the polytunnels.
It's possible to recycle water at train wash plants using the rinse water. The innovation in our project was that we have an under frame wash. Corker Hill uses around 10,000 tonnes of water per annum, so it has a big load. We didn't want to increase that load significantly, which we would have done had we not installed the rainwater harvesting. So our targets would have been difficult to meet had we not put in a measure to recycle some of the water. We used the area of the plant room and the underframe wash building itself and the adjacent maintenance shed. That gives us close on 400 square metres of roof area to capture water, and we capture that, we treat it, heat it, filter it, and send it out to our trains to wash the underframe wash. We reckon we'll get about 10 days worth of operations from it. It's a 7,200 litre tank. We had the demand here, we had the increased demand, which allowed us to design in rainwater harvesting into the underframe wash project. But we do appreciate that it's difficult to retrofit. You need both the space to house the plant and the tank itself. That's got to be close enough to the use of the water. And you also need the sufficient roof area to capture the water anyway. So if you've got those variables, you've got the chance for a feasible project.